Hello and welcome back to JL Season 16B Round 1 in Saema. I'm here co-commentated with Juan. How you doing?
Hi, I am doing fine.
Yeah, how do you expect this qualifying to go?
How do I what?
Expect this qualifying to go? We have a few quick drivers there, as we saw F1 Fan
Um,
dominate AL earlier today.
yeah, F1 fan was absolutely dominant in AL earlier today. And of course, we have both Glow and Kristinet who were absolutely strong at the end of last season. So I'd expect both of those to also very much stay around the front for this race.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% agree with you there. It looks like the top three that we're talking about is looking the quickest right now. But Banner is also looking like he's having a good lap. We will see who's gonna take provisional pole here. Stay across the
Vanna definitely
line.
had some
It's gonna
pace.
be F1 Fan provisional pole. 45.13 and then cross right
Wait,
behind.
now Kristinet is second. Of course, he was the quality goat last season. I think he took three poles, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And so that's not surprising to see him up there. Bana in P3, though, that is a really, really good lap from him so far. And Il Visione on what I believe is his debut JL race,
Yeah. It is.
P4 for the moment. That's also very, very strong.
As you see now, they're crossing the line once again. It's gonna be F1 Fan who improves. Cross does also improve. Biscone also improves to P3. He ties with Banner for now. Glow, the other Solaris driver, down in P6. Then we have Rafita, Albono, Suicide, Go, Alexei Mill, Andrea Ricky, and Sunday, who's the only driver not to do a sub 47. Let's see here on the final lap who will take pole. Kristinet looking to improve. Can he beat a 45.03? Through the final corner he goes. He's pushing for the line. It's a 44.85. What a qualifying lap that was.
Jesus.
F1 Prime
That is
does improve as well.
245 black.
That
Okay.
is a...
And Glow improves to a 45.38.
Yeah, Juan, you want to take us through the grid?
All right. So we have Kristinet on pole with a 44.85, which is an immensely quick lap time after last second. That is what we're used to from him. F1 fan in his first ever JL race in second with a 45.00. Glow with a last second improvement up to third. Il Bessioni on his debut in fourth place, which is also extremely strong.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bana with us continuing his rise through the grid with a strong P5. Connor is pretty solid, P6. The other CPR in seventh is Rafida. And we have Albano on his. Is it his debut?
No, he did race last season.
Still P8, solid result. Suast, in what I do not believe he's been expecting to race for most of the week. So P9 is very solid from him. Drozdov in P10. Then Go in the one and only independent car in this race in P11. With Mill in P12. That lack of practice he was talking about quite showing off. Sunday driver in 13th. Andre JBR in 14th. And Ricky Boy in
Here we go
15th.
then, lining up on the grid. Then we have Crust on pole with F1 Fan right behind on his inside line. We're gonna be see who's defending. There's a lot of different tires there. Only
Oh,
a few drivers on hards, many on mediums, a few on softs. Here we go. It's into turn
and
one,
off they
cross the
go.
fence inside line, but here comes F1 Fan on the outside line. He's gonna try and make the move into the double left-hander, sorry, and he's made the move. And Banner also has made the move up into P2. Now Glow trying to go on the inside. He's going to back out. But Connor's on the inside there on the soft tires. Is he trying to challenge Glow for P4? He is staying behind for now. And the top 4 here, or top 5, has pulled away already here after half a lap or so. You see Go leading the way with the cars behind, and Alexi trying to challenge him a bit there. Then we have Mill, Albano, Rafita, Biscone, Suicide, Sunday Driver, Andrew, Ricky Boy in last there, as he's looking to lose the slipstream already. So you see Solaris taking a 1-2 lead now. It's Krasnodar dropped to P5 on those mediums. What do you have to say about this start, Juan? That was very interesting.
That was very chaotic. Heavy battling up front. Some more chaos down in the midfield, as we are used to from JL. And right now, there's this sort of terrain of 4 cars at the front with Connor. He just fell off the train a little. We'll see if
Oh,
he
yeah,
can
he's
use his
making a
soft
few
tires to catch
mistakes
up to
now.
it. But Kristonet is also still battling for position there. He's not very interested in holding the slipstream, it seems.
Yeah.
And further down the field, we have Milango continuing their arguments from AL, once again battling for P7. With Tarazov just ahead of that, very much trying to not get too involved in it, but I do not believe that is going to last for the entire race.
Yeah.
Connor still sitting calmly by himself in P5, and then we have mostly the train of 4 cars up front with F1 fan,
There's a bit
Glow,
of a crash
Kristonet,
in the
and
back.
Bana.
We have Suicide and
Oh.
Mill making contact there. So Lexi pulls away. Who was another one?
That front train continues to fight as well. Interestingly, we have all 4 drivers on mediums except for Bana, who is in fact on softs in that train. So he should have some pace advantage now. So he has, but those tires are going to F1 fan, gets pushed into a wall a little there, loses a few tenths, but he comfortably holds on to that slipstream. Yeah. But anyways, Bana, his tires will be degrading faster than the other people around him. So that might put him at a disadvantage later. However, if he can get that undercut working properly, bit on 2 hards and go all the way until the end, despite the fact that those would be quite dead at the end of the race, that could gain him some positions and a lot of clean air if that pays off nicely. We could also see him trying a 2-stop strategy with, say, 3-6 lap stints on the softs. That's also an opportunity. Although in JL it's generally considered a fairly risky approach to try that, because very often you just end up in traffic, can't make the softs really work to get the pace out of them, and well, then you're just stuck in the midfields on the wrong tires, make an extra stop, gain not much time from it. So most JL drivers tend to stick to 1-stop strategies.
Yeah, that is very true.
Meanwhile, while I was talking about strategy, Bana continued attacking Kristonet for that 3rd place, but he's had to give up on his charge because, well, those tires are gone now, which now leaves F1 fan leading Glow in a nice little train, with Glow just holding slipstream, not battling, being smart about it. Kristonet is just a few tenths behind him, out of the slipstream, but not losing any time either. They're all on the same tires. They're all similarly quick, clearly. So we'll see if he can catch up, close the gap, and make the battle a 3-way for the win later. Bana has spitted onto medium tires, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I don't think those
He
will
is now in
go.
clear air at least, so his undercut should be working out quite nicely if he can now get the laps together. But I am curious what his strategy is from that because you would expect either triple soft or any sort of one stopper with mediums and hards. But now he's not. I hope he's not taking those mediums until the end. So that means he has to stop again if he wants to get any sort of grip for the remainder of the race. So we'll have to see whether that alt strategy pays off for him. We also have Connor and Go 14. They also started on softs. They pitted again and they're back onto softs. So they're going to probably go for the more classic three softs, two stopper. We have Drozdov leading the race. I'm curious to see what happened there, but he is gone. He
Yeah,
didn't. It was not mechanical because he did leave the race and then the game. So we'll have to see what happened there after the race. I'm afraid.
he
We had a
was
lot of
most
people coming in for their,
likely murdered.
likely yes. We have a lot of people coming in for their pit stops. That's a lot of people that started mediums and are now going on hard tires until the end. F1 Fan and Glow both pitted. Crossonet went for one more lap on his mediums. Pits for a second set of mediums. But he
That's
does lose quite a lot of time with F1 Fan and Glow, so that clearly that last lap on medium, not the fastest. Either he made a mistake or just those tires are not very fast. Crucially, he pitted behind Bana, although he did pass him without much difficulty. So it's now to see whether those fresher, softer mediums can catch him up to the front two to make this again a three-way battle for the win.
yeah. Thank you, Han. As we see, as you said, 1-2-2 Solaris as it stands. Crust is on the charge now with Banner right behind, and he has the fresher tires out of everyone in the top four. But does he have the pace is the question. As you see, Connor, he will need to make another pit stop as well. He's on very warm soft. Rafita holding on to P6 as Go will also make another pit stop here, costing him a chance for P6. Connor is probably gonna finish P6 with Rafita taking that 5th place. We see Mill on the hards P8. He has a chance for P7. We see Biscone and Albano gonna be probably battling against each other at the end of the race. And Suicide not far behind there with Sunday Jarvis teammate behind there again. Then we have Ricky Boy and Andrew battling for 13th position. As we see now.
And Bana is absolutely eating that slipstream from Kustanen because that is absolutely gaining him loads of time as long as he can keep it, with Kustanen being on much fresher tires. So he's gaining substantial amounts of time from this, meaning hopefully he can find some clean air and safe and gets into a good position when, yeah, because he does have to pit again.
That is true.
Down in the midfield, we had a little battle going on for P8, P9, but that seems to have resolved itself with Ambitione in P8, Albano P9, Go 14. The only driver to have already made two stops is in
Connor is now
P10.
in for his second stop.
Where does he come out is a question now.
P7.
P7.
P8. As we can see though, F1 Fan pulled a 1.6 second gap now to Glow. And he's looking to get a back-to-back win here from AL. Krasnet though closing the gap on Glow right now, so he's not given up this P2 yet, and he is around half a second
He has the
quicker.
softer tires, but the longer the race goes, the less his mediums will have an advantage over the hard tires because they're faster, but they also wear out faster.
Yeah, that is true.
So towards the end, both of those will be on relatively slippery tire compounds, struggling to find some grip, scrapping for that podium, for those podium places.
Yep.
Bana has pitted, but is still out in P4.
Yeah, as you can see,
So
if
that's
he's pitted there, the gap behind is really big, as it takes around 9 seconds to make a pit stop here. So, oh, and we have this. That's probably my screen. A bit of TP.
yeah.
So see
But
now.
Bana's still clean out in P4. Has a 3 second gap behind, 9 second gap in front on fresh soft. So he is having some teleporting ongoing though. So that's not ideal. Although he is quite clear of anyone around him. So it's not a major risk for the time being.
Yeah, as we see Crust now taking P2. But those ties are dropping off. We see the rest of the pack is pretty spread out. Only Connor and Mill who's gonna be battling against each other. And then we have Go and Sunday Driver is gonna be battling against each other for P11, as Go is he's a bit not TPing but twitchy, he's losing time. He's really freezing. And he
That
is
is
gone.
not ideal.
He's gone. He's into the runoff. There he goes. There he
That
goes.
is
Go
very not.
14.
That is immediate out of the race. That is it looks like again manual disconnect. Another one we'll have to see after the race. He did at least complete enough of race distance to score some points. Meanwhile, we still have F1 fan out front, though not by the same 14 seconds as we saw in AL. He has just a 1 second gap to Krusinen in second. He's still chasing him down. He's still gaining time as well, but we're going to the last lap of the race, so time is running out.
It is indeed.
And then another second or so behind that, we have Glow. Again, if Glow has any pace advantage over Krusenet with at the end of the race with Krusenet's tires absolutely worn, he has to make it count now because we're in the last lap. So opportunities are running out to gain any more positions.
That is true.
We still have Mill and Connor in 6 as well. With Connor on much faster tires, on fresher softs, Mill on older hards. And it seems that the tire advantage made a difference. And Connor has that position.
Yeah, as we see now, F1 fan rounding out the final couple of corners there to win the JL Saema Grand J Prix for the first time, and he is back-to-back a race winner here today. So we see crossing out P2, Glow P3, we have Bana P4, Rafita, who managed to keep those ties alive, coming home to take P5. So you see Connor and Mill battling it out for P6. Is it going to be Connor? Is it going to be Mill? It's going to be Mill who takes that P6 in front of Connor. Then Biscone. Then we have Albano in P9. Sunday Driver P10. Suicide P11. Andrew and Ricky Boy for P12. Who's going to take it on the line? Ricky Boy has to slip shim, but Andrew holds on to take P12. Juan, get us through the result here.
So we have F1 fan following up his AL victory with another win in jail. Can't complain about that. I may or may not have some conflict of interest there. Then Krusenets continuing his strong form from last season in second with just a second and a bit gap. Then Glow, another podium for him, again keeping his form from last season. What might be a real standout, Vanna in P4, which I believe might be his best results ever so far. So that's a really, really strong race from him. Rafida as well stepping in after one of his drivers was unable to race. Strong result from him in P5. Mill P6 as a second Elysian stride backing up person as P2, so I believe that would put him second in the constructors. Connor in P7 as the lead Archon. Ilvisione on his debut in a solid P8, which I believe will put Carpathians third in the constructors. Then Albano, second Kenzer in P9. Sunday Driver in P10. Suaz following his teammate home in P11. Android JVR in P12. And the last of our finishers, Ricky Boy in 13. With Go 14 and Rosdov sadly DNFing.
Yeah, that is what we had today. And next round, for round 2, we have a race at Mestervig in Greenland. So that will be very interesting to see how that will turn out. Well,
It's also extremely cold, so
that
bring a coat.
yeah, bring a coat. Bye bye.